Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody Brown's future on Sister Wives is questionable due to the breakdown of his polygamous household, which includes a series of divorces and disputes with his kids. Although Kody's multiple marriages to spouses Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn Brown were first chronicled on the show, Kody's narrative has taken an unexpected turn in more recent seasons. As the only wife to leave the family since it started over 30 years ago, Christine made her decision to divorce Kody public in season 17. Kody and Robyn were left monogamous after Janelle, and Meri also divorced shortly after. Robyn has frequently been seen as the reason behind the family's demise. In season 1, she wed Kody, upsetting the equilibrium that Meri, Janelle, and Christine had worked so hard to establish over the years. At first, Robyn was a wonderful addition to the family, but the other spouses felt neglected because of her special bond with Kody. Kody emphasized their small children over the 13 he shared with his former wives, and he spent the majority of his time with Robyn. This led to Kody's separation from the majority of his elder children as well as the dissolution of his previous marriages. In the early seasons of Sister Wives, the Brown adults got along well, but as the family disintegrated, it became clear that Robyn and Kody's relationship was a major cause of conflict. Robyn's monopolization of Kody's time and separation from the rest of the family has been acknowledged by Meri, Janelle, Christine, and several of their children. None of Kody's former spouses are involved with Robyn due to their tumultuous past. At the memorial service for Kody and Janelle Brown's son, Garrison Brown, the family's division was more obvious than ever. In Wyoming, where they had spent the summers on a ranch owned by Kody's family, the family buried Garrison. 6 months after Garrison's passing, the journey revealed how much had changed in just a few short years. While touring Wyoming, Kody and Robyn reflected on their time there and the beginning of Kody's career. In the meantime, Christine, her kids, and Meri's child joined Janelle's family in celebrating and grieving Garrison's life. Robyn and her kids were clearly separated from the rest of the family at the funeral. Even during their grieving process, Kody and Robyn's seclusion demonstrated how estranged they were from the other members of their previous family. Kody has been fuming with rage and bitterness for the past few seasons of Sister Wives. However, he seems to have calmed down as the scars from his divorces heal. Kody joyfully told Robyn that he had made headway in patching up his differences with some of his estranged children after returning from a vacation to see his grandchildren. He explained that his daughter, Aspen Thompson, had discussed their alienation with him, resulting in a fruitful discussion that lessened some of their animosity. This backs up Kody's ex-wives and kids' allegations that Robyn is preventing him from making amends. Without Robyn's presence, Kody could film, which would allow him to have more honest and therapeutic talks with his kids without any outside influence. Kody took on the laborious chore of excavating Garrison's tomb alone as a way to cope with his passing later in the season. Kody was brutally honest about his excruciating pain over the loss of his son, as he described the arduous and cathartic process. The tragic moment, which omitted Robyn, gave Kody the opportunity to be more sincere and modest than he had been in a long time. He seemed to have gained new insight from the tragedy, which could result in a sea change for the family. Robyn has undoubtedly had a difficult time dealing with the aftermath from Kody's divorces. She has had to put up with Kody's rage and confusion while also being accused of being the spark. During the Sister Wives one-on-one, Kody vented that he was sick of having to justify their relationship, demonstrating that he and Robyn are aware of their reputation for tanking. It was clear from the beginning of the show that Robyn detested filming. She asserted that the driving would be the only enjoyable aspect of the event, and that she would much sooner get a root canal than be interrogated by host Sukanya Krishnan. Robyn said the snippets from previous episodes were disturbing, so she wouldn't watch them. Her demeanor demonstrated her refusal to accept responsibility and answer inquiries, which are inevitable in the context of reality television. Robyn's desire to avoid adding additional unhappiness to her marriage is understandable. Without Robyn, or even bringing up her marriage to Kody, Sister Wives might go on. It could be advantageous for everyone if Robin is taken out of the picture since Cody and his ex-wives still have a tale to tell. Sister Wives must find a new path going forward since the show is no longer about polygamy. As the plot shifted between Mary and Janelle's independence, Christine's recent marriage, Cody and Robin's family, and different brown children, the last few seasons have been jumbled. The wisest course of action for the program going forward is to refocus its attention on mending the damaged ties within the former family. At first, viewers tuned in to observe the intricate workings of a multiple household. Despite Cody's divorces, the Browns are still inextricably linked. Since all of Cody's ex-wives have children together, it is imperative that they continue to communicate openly and constructively. Those kids still require their father as adults. Only by taking action to mend those connections will Cody's reputation be restored after it was severely damaged by the way he treated his ex-wives and kids. Although Cody and Robin have a deep love, it is tainted by a great deal of sorrow from the previous plural family. Without severing Robin from his other connections, Cody cannot start to mend what's gone wrong. Robin's absence from Sister Wives Season 20 would allow Cody to finally concentrate on healing and forgiveness. Sister Wives has been airing for nearly 20 years. This will be Season 20 if the show gets renewed for another season. Together with Robin, his fourth wife, Cody has portrayed himself as the antagonist over the years. So, does he have a chance to save his reputation? Although Cody was never a big favorite, his reputation has gotten worse in recent years. His ex-wife's outspoken criticism of him caused everything to go south. When Christine declared she wanted to break up with Cody following the epidemic, everything fell apart. Mary and Janelle divorced shortly after, and Robin and Cody are now monogamous. Many believe that perhaps Cody will alter his mind if Robin is removed from the show. The reason for this is that when he married Robin, Cody's character drastically shifted to the bad. Perhaps her departure will be beneficial. Sister Wives. Janelle says Cody turned into a villain to keep Robin safe. Janelle stated in the most recent tell-all episode with Suki Krishnan that she believes Cody fabricated a negative image of himself in order to shield Robin. She went on to explain that Cody made himself like a villain to protect her reputation. Cody wasn't nasty to them at first, but everything changed when Robin arrived. She believes that Cody did that on purpose to draw attention to himself. He desired to be the show's main attraction. Janelle went on to say that at first, even Robin was curious about polygamy and the family's goals. But with time, they separated from the family and established their own world. Will Cody's reputation be saved if Robin leaves Sister Wives? It's no secret that Cody isn't the most popular among Sister Wives watchers. In addition, Robin has frequently been seen as the reason behind the family's demise. She is held accountable by many for all the problems in the Brown household, including Cody's estrangement from his children. Cody revealed that he and Robin share a higher love that he was unable to attain with his previous spouses, and that they are connected in a heavenly way. Given the current situation, Robin and Cody both have a poor reputation in the industry. Though Robin will have to stand back in order to preserve his reputation, Cody still has a shot. It is evident from tell-all that the ex-wives still harbor feelings for Cody, but not for Robin. Even Mary, who was once Robin's friend, now believes that Robin is a manipulator. In addition, Cody is attempting to establish a bond with both his own children and his grandchildren. He was thrilled that his daughter, Aspen, had spoken to him and that their exchange had been fruitful. All the time, Robin's absence meant that he could only connect with his children. Robin didn't even encourage Cody to try to get close to his children. It will be okay if the diva takes a vacation and spends time with her own children because she also dislikes shooting. Perhaps Cody will be able to build a bond with his kids and enhance his reputation in this way. Robin Brown and Cody Brown, who feature in Sister Wives, have not been active on social media for a while. Since Cody's older children from his previous wives never post alongside him, fans only learn about them through his cameo. Many individuals, including Michael T., his daughter, have accused Cody of alienating his elder children. Cody, however, keeps living his best life in spite of all the criticism. Some followers can't help but issue a strong warning after he was even seen in Idaho with Robin. To find out why, continue reading. Sister Wives. Did fans catch Kody Brown lying? A social media post criticizing Kody for inflating his age was one of his most recent scandals. According to his Cameo profile, the Sister Wives star is 42 years old. However, some fans didn't like it. Others even performed the calculations and found that Kody couldn't be 42 because Logan had just turned 31. He is thought to be in his 50s by some. When Kody raised the price of his cameo from $149 to $200, many were similarly taken aback. Fans issue a loud warning about Kody in Idaho. Fans of Sister Wives talked about Kody and Robin Brown's latest sighting in Idaho. The OP claims that a Facebook acquaintance of theirs ran into Kody and Robin. Kody is seen holding the camera for a brief group photo while they took pictures with them. However, the photo's comment made a lot of followers giggle since it cautioned the original poster and Idahoans to keep their daughters away because Kody might be seeking for a new wife. Others made fun of Kody and Robin, claiming that they would never want to be photographed with a married pair. In the comments section, the original poster also claimed that Robin and Kody went to a graduation in Idaho. I would never, ever take a selfie with these people. The comment faced with tears of joy, I won't leave my house if they're in my town. Keep your women hidden. This man is looking for a brand new poly family. If you don't want to lose your man, don't take his shy, attractive wife to church. This is too close gross as a fellow Idahoan. Sister Wives. Kody Brown's future plans for fans of Tell-All Puzzles. TLC's preview of the forthcoming Part 2 of the Tell-All has Kody Brown drawing criticism as well. The network claims that the Sister Wives star and Christine's husband, David Woolley, are organizing a guy trip. It's unclear why Kody wants to spend time with David. However, some fans think he would try to disparage Christine in front of David. However, given David's mature and sensible nature, it would never work for him. Kody Brown should film Sister Wives Season 20 without Robin. He could salvage his reputation. If there's any hope left for Kody Brown to redeem himself in the eyes of the Sister Wives fandom, it's not going to come from another emotionally detached interview, a teary couch confessional blaming the wives who left, or a grand display of polygamous nostalgia. No, the only real path toward redemption lies in one simple, bold move. Filming Sister Wives Season 20 without Robin Brown by his side, because let's face it, for years now, the dynamic between Kody and Robin has poisoned what was once a compelling look into plural marriage, transforming a reality TV dynasty into a cautionary tale about favoritism, emotional abandonment, and the devastating fallout of ignoring your family for one person. And fans aren't stupid. They've watched the slow unraveling of Kody's once equal relationships with Christine, Janelle, and Mary, and they've seen Robin go from the fresh-faced fourth wife to the widely perceived puppet master pulling emotional strings from her Flagstaff fortress. And now, as Kody stands alone with Robin as his only remaining partner, viewers have made it loud and clear. They are tired of watching him cling to one relationship while burying his head in the sand about everything and everyone else, including his own children. So if Kody wants to save face, reclaim any shred of sympathy, or reintroduce himself as a complex human being instead of a villainous meme, the next season must, absolutely must, show him without Robin, without the echo chamber, without the filtered perception that has warped his public image beyond recognition. And before anyone cries foul, let's break this down. Kody wasn't always the villain. He used to be a fascinating, flawed, but occasionally likable man who is juggling an impossible family dynamic under the harsh lights of reality TV. And what made the early seasons of Sister Wives so gripping was watching him attempt to balance those relationships with warmth, clumsiness, and moments of genuine humor. But somewhere along the line, especially around season 14 and onward, the shift became unmistakable, as Robin increasingly became his emotional safe zone, his excuse, his shield, and eventually his prison. And as Christine pointedly walked away, as Janelle found peace and detachment, and as Mary chose to chase her own light, Kody didn't pivot, didn't reflect, didn't try to show growth. Instead, he doubled down on his monogamy in disguise and started acting like the rest of the family owed him something for his pain, for their independence, and for daring to suggest that maybe, just maybe, They deserved more than what he could give while living under Robin's spell, but imagine this. Sister Wives Season 20 opens with Cody alone. Not with Robin's tearful justifications, not with carefully curated moments in their home, but with Cody sitting by himself, reckoning with the mess, addressing the fans, and finally admitting that he got it wrong, that he let love for one wife eclipse his obligations to the rest, that he allowed emotional favoritism to destroy what they all built together. And while some may say it's too late, others would be shocked by how powerful a moment like that could be if, and only if, he's willing to stop hiding behind Robin's perspective, because let's be real, Robin has had more screen time than any other wife in recent seasons, but her presence no longer brings balance or insight. It brings resentment, not just from the cast, but from the viewers, who have witnessed her rise coincide with the downfall of the family, and whether it's fair or not, the perception is cemented that she was the wedge, the favorite, the one Cody protected while the rest were discarded. And if Cody wants any hope of reframing that narrative, it won't happen while she's still sitting next to him, crying about being misunderstood, because the audience has grown too savvy, too wounded, and too loyal to the women who left to accept anything less than full accountability, raw introspection, and yes, some actual solo footage of Cody doing the work, reflecting, and facing the truth without Robin constantly validating his excuses. And let's not ignore the fact that Robin herself may not be ready for that. She's never filmed without Cody as her co-defender. She's rarely engaged with Christine or Janelle without drama, and she's been portrayed, rightly or wrongly, as someone who can't let go of control. But here's where Cody has the chance to lead. By stepping out on his own, filming scenes where he talks to his adult children directly, makes amends, shows up for Gwendolyn's wedding, takes Truly out for a day without guilt, sits down with Janelle, and asks to rebuild some bridge, even if it's not romantic. These moments would shift the tone, reignite the interest, and most importantly, show us a Cody Brown who isn't just a mouthpiece for Robin's narrative. And while it would be risky, perhaps even painful for him to confront these dynamics without her as his backup, the payoff would be undeniable, because for the first time in years, we get to see whether Cody actually wants redemption or just wants to be right, and if he truly cares about repairing his legacy. Not for the show, but for his children, for his future grandkids, for the many viewers who once admired his effort and honesty. He needs to show us what he looks like when he's not standing in Robin's shadow. And the irony is, Sister Wives began as a story of balance, unity, and faith, but it has devolved into a monologue between two people while the rest of the family and the audience stands outside the door. And the only way to bring that balance back is to strip things down, recenter the narrative, and explore Cody Brown not as a villain, not as Robin's husband, not as the defensive father trying to justify the wreckage, but as a man alone, trying to understand how he lost the trust of the people he once claimed to love equally. And if TLC is smart and Cody is brave, Season 20 would embrace that arc fully, removing Robin from the screen for at least a portion of the season to let viewers and Cody reconnect on raw terms, because the franchise may be named Sister Wives, but its future depends on the husband who started it all being willing to confront his past, without the wife he ended up choosing above all the others. Robin has frequently been seen as the reason behind the family's demise. In Season 1, she wed Cody, upsetting the equilibrium that Mary, Janelle, and Christine had worked so hard to establish over the years. At first, Robin was a wonderful addition to the family, but the other spouses felt neglected because of her special bond with Cody. Cody emphasized their small children over the 13 he shared with his former wives, and he spent the majority of his time with Robin. This led to Cody's separation from the majority of his elder children as well as the dissolution of his previous marriages. In the early seasons of Sister Wives, the Brown adults got along well, but as the family disintegrated, it became clear that Robin and Cody's relationship was a major cause of conflict. Robin's monopolization of Cody's time and separation from the rest of the family has been acknowledged by Mary, Janelle, Christine, and several of their children. None of Cody's former spouses are involved with Robin due to their tumultuous past. At the memorial service for Cody and Janelle Brown's son, Garrison Brown, the family's division was more obvious than ever. In Wyoming, where they had spent the summers on a ranch owned by Cody's family, the family buried Garrison. 6 months after Garrison's passing, the journey revealed how much had changed in just a few short years.